I'm in my workshop now. I've got a couple Philco radios that need a little bit of attention. There's a Philco 3930 that needs to be rewired. In the late 30s they used rubber insulated wire, which is notorious for disintegrating and presenting a shock hazard, so got to rewire that. And here's a Philco 3710 console. It works, but the tuning mechanism is stiff and scratchy, so I think the rubber mounts have eroded away, and I've never properly gone over this. And there's a crack in the glass there. Let's see, moving on to this room. Here's the pride of my collection. It's an RCA 630TS, which is the first mass-produced TV. This one's in mint condition. It's one of the first vintage sets I ever got, and I've never done anything with it because I was afraid to work on it when I first got it, and I wanted to hone my skills on some of these lesser sets. But I will get to it. Down here is a Hallicrafter 7-inch set I got a few months ago. Haven't done much with that. Here's a Philco chair side. I've been gutting this guy, and it needs mainly a cabinet restoration. Otherwise, the radio itself is coming along pretty well. As an Admiral 10-inch set that was restored by somebody else. It worked when I got it. Since then, something very bad has gone wrong with it, and it does not work anymore. So I got to pull that chassis. Airline GSE 3020. It's a 16-inch set. Same chassis as a Sentinel set, so I don't think I'll have too much trouble getting that going. There's the Westinghouse WR8, which is spread all over this table. Hopefully I'll get that done fairly soon. I got a few radios up here. There's a Tombstone I mentioned in my last video that needs a complete gutting. I don't expect to get to that anytime soon. There's an interesting little Motorola set. I've got all the parts for that, so I don't think it'll be too bad. And there's the Admiral I just restored. Let's see, there's the Philco 70. Haven't done anything with that really. The chassis is in really good condition now. Mainly it was just that the speaker is trashed. And there's a replacement permanent magnet speaker. For the time being, I'm just going to go with that speaker. And mainly I'd like to refinish the cabinet because that's not that color's wrong and the logo's gone, and that speaker grill has got to go. That's like vinyl. It should be cloth. Oh, let's see, one more room to go. Okay, final room. This is where I shot my last video with all the tubes still lying around. Let's see, got an Admiral console, 12-inch picture tube, another giant Bakelite cabinet. Haven't touched this set yet. There's my Spartan Junior, which is almost done. It'll be coming up shortly in the video. There's an Admiral 7-inch set and a nice maple cabinet. It works, but the repairs are really badly done, so it needs a little bit of an overhaul. Here's the sister 7-inch Admiral set in Bakelite. When I got this, the picture tube was gone, but I've since gotten a replacement, so I'll be getting to that. Probably do those two 7-inch sets simultaneously. One of my favorite sets in my collection. It's a Blonde Admiral. I've got all the parts for this. I've been doing a lot of Admirals lately, so I think this will go quick. It's my Philco 15DX I've shown in a few videos. I'm just about done refinishing the top, but I haven't touched the radio yet. This is a pretty high-end radio, so it's another case of I really want to take my time and make sure I do everything right, so no rush on this guy. Here's the opposite spectrum, a Philco 3760, which is I think the last Cathedral model they made. It's got a faux finish. It's a pretty cheap radio inside. I've got all the parts, basically just needs a few new capacitors and it should be good to go. Aside from restoring this finish, but I've seen it done, but my artistic skills aren't too hot, so I think I'll just leave it that way for the time being. And here's something a little bit different. It's a Blaupunkt AM/FM shortwave radio. I got this in a swap for some knobs. The AM works well, and it's a really nice sounding radio, but the FM is shot. I have never popped this radio open, but I hope it's not too much trouble to fix. And I think that is it. Be looking for all these videos in the next 2 or 3 years at the rate I've been going. And if any of these things catch your eye, post a comment, because it doesn't matter to me too much which ones or what order I work on these in, because I'm going to get to all of them eventually, and I really just do this for the fun. So if I can help somebody out, or maybe he's working on a similar set, or would really like to see one of these working, leave me a comment, and I'll see what I can do. That's all for now.